please subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video.
Let's move on to another corporate voice on the show, and Hindalco will be looking at organic growth in India. In an exclusive conversation, Hindalco's Satish hopes that import duties being considered by the US on aluminium and steel sectors don't impact the Indian trade.
I think that the challenges which was discussed actually in the FICCI conference are very important. I think we have to get exploration going. And I think that, many of the other minerals that India has, besides aluminium and copper, and we're talking about zinc, we're talking about cobalt, we're talking about titanium, I think all these are going to become very critical. So getting exploration going, and then, as I think the Inspector General of MOEF clarified, getting a policy clear so that mines can be open, and the eternal compromise or dilemma between getting a balance between forest and the mining sector is probably the most critical thing to solve, because most of the places where there are mines, there are forests. So I think that getting a sustainable development framework clear, I think is very critical.
Right, so then two quick questions on Hindalco as well. What are the investment plans going forward? You have said that you're going to tap the inorganic market as well. So what is the agenda going forward for the company?
No, I think in Hindalco actually we said that we are going to be very focused on an organic growth plan. I think that in India we see the Indian economy on a very steep growth trajectory now, and I think that post the structural reforms of the GST, if the Indian economy grows at 7.5%, then we expect aluminium to grow at least 8 to 10%. And the various initiatives like Smart City and all, if they happen, and you see all the metros and things coming in, this is all heavy aluminium and in some aspects copper intensive. So I think that for Hindalco, we will be looking at expanding our downstream capacities to meet that growth in Indian demand. So, and it's going to be mostly organic, I repeat.
Okay, and global plans, sir?
So I think in global plans from a Novelis point of view also we have been very clear. We have deleveraged the balance sheet, and Novelis is very focused on growing its further growing its auto body sheet capacity. And there also we have been very consistent saying that we have been looking at both organic and inorganic opportunities. And we have actually announced in the US a 200 KT expansion of automotive sheet in Guthrie in Kentucky. So Novelis is going to be looking at both organic and inorganic.
This fiscal itself.
Sorry?
This fiscal itself.
No, it's not a question of this fiscal, it's going forward. I mean, most of the investments that we make, the normal gestation period is 2 to 3 years by the time you take a decision and actually see the result. So our industry tends to be capex intensive, but also takes fairly long periods of time to get the infrastructure up in place.